Hello everyone, my name is Heer, and as part of the Environmental Awareness and Sustainability Internship Program with Green Community and the Chaitanya Charitable Trust, Jamnagar, I welcome you to the presentation. Today, we are diving into our Environmental Awareness series, focusing on a critical global framework, the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, widely known as CITES. Over the next few minutes, we will look at how this macro level international agreement works globally, examine India's significant role in enforcing it, and connect these international concepts directly to the micro level, grassroots conservation initiatives being run right here in Jamnagar by our trust. Let's begin by understanding what CITES actually is. Signed in Washington, D.C. in 1973, CITES currently brings together 184 member countries, acting as a unified global shield. Its core objective is straightforward yet powerful: to ensure that international trade in specimens of wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. Unchecked trade can drive species to the brink of collapse. To combat this, CITES provides a vast legal network that currently protects more than 38,000 species of animals and plants. By regulating the international market, it ensures that global commerce does not come at the devastating cost of losing our planet's invaluable biodiversity. So, how exactly does CITES protect these thousands of species? It functions through a system of three distinct appendices, categorizing flora and fauna based on the level of protection they urgently need. Appendix 1 includes species that are already threatened with extinction. For these, international commercial trade is completely banned, protecting animals like tigers and Asian elephants. Appendix 2 covers species that are not necessarily facing immediate extinction but require strict trade regulations and export permits to prevent overutilization. Finally, Appendix 3 includes species that are protected locally in at least one country, where that nation requests help from other CITES members to control its international trade. India has been a proud and highly active party to CITES since 1976. As a mega biodiverse nation, India heavily enforces these international mandates on the ground, primarily through our Domestic Wildlife Protection Act. We maintain strict controls and heavy penalties against the illegal export of vulnerable native species, including highly targeted items like red sandalwood, wildlife ivory, and leopard skins. Furthermore, the goals of CITES are not isolated. They directly align with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically supporting SDG 15, which focuses on protecting life on land, and SDG 14, dedicated to preserving life below water. Now let us shift our gaze from global policies to local actions. The Chaitanya Charitable Trust actively mirrors these global conservation ideals right here in Jamnagar through our bird feeding program. While international treaties like CITES protect animals from being traded across borders, our trust works at the grassroots level to sustain local and migratory avian species in their everyday habitats. This initiative provides safe feeding stations and crucial water bowls across the city, maintaining the delicate urban ecosystem. It also acts as an incredible community drive, encouraging local citizens and enthusiastic youth to actively participate in wildlife care right from their own balconies. Alongside wildlife care, environmental preservation requires tackling human pollution. This is where the Trust's Plastic Free campaign comes into play. Plastic pollution fragments precious natural habitats and is fatally ingested by birds, stray animals, and marine wildlife. To protect local biodiversity, our volunteers organize regular community cleanup drives, execute beach cleanups, and distribute reusable cloth bags across Jamnagar. By clearing plastic from our environment, this campaign creates an immediate micro-level shield for the very urban fauna that international frameworks are trying to defend globally, proving that local action drives global change. This brings us to the final conclusion of our analysis. True environmental sustainability can never be achieved in isolation. It demands a powerful bridge between international governance and local community action. The CITES Treaty provides the global legal structure necessary to save endangered species from extinction, but it is the grassroots initiatives such as the plastic-free drives and urban bird feeding programs managed by the Chaitanya Charitable Trust that breathe life into these policies on the ground. We must realize that protecting nature is not an option. It is a vital necessity and a shared responsibility of every single citizen. Our local actions in Jamnagar directly impact the wider global ecosystem. By changing our habits, reducing our plastic footprints, and teaching the next generation to respect wildlife, we can actively create a sustainable tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time, your attention, and your commitment to our planet. Let us walk away today with a renewed dedication to our final guiding motto: learn, create, inspire, and safely protect nature.